Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Hidayatullah Kokar, lecturer in Botany, Government Degree College, Bitpur, Mathelur. Dear students, in last lecture we started chapter number 6, Kingdom Prokaryote. So we are continuing from that topic, that lecture. So today we will discuss about classification of bacteria on the basis of shape or forms. So bacteria have been classified into 4 major groups. One is the cocci, bacilli, spirilla and vibrio. So first one is cocci. Cocci word is taken from the Greek word kokos, means berry shape or rounded. These bacteria may be oval, spherical, round or berry shape. So these bacteria may be gram positive or gram negative. So cocci are pleomorphic, means having different forms. Their arrangement is different. They may be present in single solitary form, that is monococcus. If they are in pair, that is diplococcus. If they are in straight chain, streptococcus. And if they are present in group of 4, that is tetrad. If they are present in cube of 8, that is Sarcina. And if they are present like a bunch of grapes, that is Staphylococcus. Cocci are non-flagellated and non-motor. So example are Diplobacillus pneumonia and Staphylococcus aureus. Now we talk about the bacilla. Bacilla is basically taken from the Latin word baculus, means a rod. So these bacteria are rod shaped. So they may be gram positive and gram negative. So they may be present in association or in group forms. If it is single, that is Microbacillus or simply Bacillus. If it is present in pair, Diplobacillus. If it is present in chain, Streptobacillus. They are flagellated. Common example are Bacillus, Pseudomonas, E. coli and Bacillus subtilis. Third is spirilla. It is taken from the Greek word spira, means acquired. They are gram-negative bacteria. They are in helical, spiral or corkscrew shape. So they never found in groups. They never form an association. They are solitary bacteria. They may be spirillum or spirophyta. If they are spirillum, they are thick and rigid spirillum, like this one. If they are spirophyta, they are thin and flexible spiral. So they may also be flagellated. Common example are Haphomacrobium, Chlamydia, Spirophyta. So fourth one is Vibrio. Gram-negative bacteria. They are common shape, slightly curved like this one. So they are flagellated and they never found in groups. They are never found in association. They are also solitary. So common example are Vibrio cholera and Vibrio parahemolyticus. Now we discuss about classification of bacteria on the basis of respiration. Respiration basically is an energy generating process. So during respiration, food is broken down and energy is produced, either in the presence of oxygen or in the absence of oxygen. So on the basis of respiration, bacteria have been divided into 2 major categories, aerobes and anaerobes. Aerobes, they require oxygen, and aerobes, they never require oxygen. They may be obligate, facultative. If bacteria are obligate, they only survive in the presence of oxygen. If they are facultative bacteria, they respire with or without oxygen. Similarly, anaerobes, obligate anaerobes, facultative anaerobes. Obligate anaerobes are always killed in the presence of oxygen, while facultative anaerobes use oxygen but respire without oxygen. Aerobes may be macroaerophilic, means they require oxygen in very low concentration. Now we discuss about classification on the basis of nutrition. Means a process of acquiring energy and food. On the basis of nutrition, bacteria have been divided into two main categories, autotrophic bacteria and heterotrophic bacteria. Autotrophic bacteria, they synthesize organic compounds from the simple inorganic compounds. So they may be photosynthetic or chemosynthetic. Photosynthetic bacteria like plants, but there is a little bit difference. Like plants, they also use carbon dioxide and produce glucose and water. But there is a little bit difference. Plants use water in reactants, but they use H2S in reactants. Plants produce oxygen in product while they produce sulfur. Plant use light, they also use light. Plant have true chlorophyll, but their chlorophyll is known as bacteriochlorophyll or chlorobium chlorophyll. So common photosynthetic bacteria are monobacteria, green sulfur bacteria, purple sulfur bacteria, purple non-sulfur bacteria and cyanobacteria. So then chemosynthetic bacteria means those bacteria which oxidize the inorganic compounds and produce energy, and they use energy for the synthesis of organic compounds. These bacteria may be nitrifying bacteria, Nitrosomonas and Nitrobacter, sulfur bacteria, Thiobacillum, Bacillus and Biagota, iron bacteria, Gallio-Nila or Ferrobacilla. So these bacteria use these inorganic substances, ammonia, nitrate, nitrite, sulfur and ferrous iron. When these bacteria oxidize these substances, they produce energy, and this energy is used for the synthesis of organic compounds. So this is all about the autotrophic bacteria. Inshallah we will discuss in next lecture heterotrophic bacteria. Thank you.